Okay. Hello everyone, I'm Mika the Shadowbeast and welcome back to my channel. Today we are playing Your Boyfriend again. And I don't know if I've ever done this route, but I had a couple ideas for routes to do, so I wanted to go ahead and make the videos. And yeah, we will get into it and see what we can do. I'm gonna go Mika. Yes, have fun. Ow, cat! Cat just jumped up on me. So we're just gonna skip ahead because we already know this. I've read it so many times.
Whoa, hey, take it easy. It's just me.
I wanna see how much voice acting we've got here. The stranger says blah blah blah. Yeah, not that much. Jumpy one, he smiles and scoots away. Or closer, I didn't read what that said actually. He's very unblinking. Family member or a friend, just seems kinda odd for you to be sitting here all alone like this and so far away from the jogging track. A chill runs up my spine as I cross my arms over my chest and slide myself away from him and closer to the edge of the bench. How often does the same person walk up to you out of the blue and start asking such questions? Well, he is quite blue. Not often. Picks up on the unease. I mean, you don't look like a groundskeeper or one of the old people feeding pigeons after doing Tai Chi. No, I'm just getting some alone time to myself. Things have been pretty intense lately. Scoots himself closer.
Look, I know this is sudden. Very sudden. But may I have the pleasure in taking you out to dinner?
Can I have the pleasure? Never mind, he was the weird one. Okay, so all I'm going to do...
Well, I'm your boyfriend. Isn't that why you're here?
Is just non-answers. I'm just going to hit ... My boyfriend, blah blah blah. Patiently waiting for my answer, and it's just dots. It's just ... The discomforting silence only grows, still unsure and confused by the situation. I couldn't find words. It was just so sudden. He seemed to take the hint and pulls away his hand from mine. Looking away, he chuckles awkwardly. Hey, I get it. If you don't want me to be your boyfriend, I just thought I'd take the chance to ask you out. If he is guilt-tripping me, he is doing a terrible job. But at least he is taking the hint rather than pushing it. Well, it's just that I don't even know you, so... Don't worry, I get it. He says, not all expressing disappointment, but more along the lines of showing understanding. I suppose I'd be a little weirded out too if some random stranger came up to me and asked me out on a date. Flattered, but still a little uneasy. He is taking the rejection well, no tantrum or pressure of any sort. Thank God. I'd better get going then. It was nice talking to you though. He says, looking back over to me and giving me a smile before getting himself up off the bench and taking his leave. I watch him walk off feeling sort of terrible for how things ended the way they did. Maybe I'll apologize to him if I ever see him again. I stay in the park a little while longer after that odd event. I didn't know if I should go after him or just shake it off and enjoy the rest of my afternoon. I wander around the city a little bit more, visiting places I normally wouldn't visit. After leaving the park, I still can't get that man out of my head. It's baffling. On one hand, I'm glad he didn't keep harassing me about going out with him, but at the same time, I wish he had stayed around for a little bit and just talked to me like a normal person. Maybe I've been feeling lonely lately. I come across the local florist shop that I remember passing on a few of my downtown walks. I've always been meaning to stop in and pick up some flowers for the apartment, but I could never seem to find the time. Well, I have time now, and I could use a diversion, so why not? Walking in, I look around and take in the rather pleasant aroma of the shop. I wander past the quaint displays of flower arrangements. Jesus Christ. Arrangements, potted plants, and small gift bags of potpourri. I had a particular purpose in mind. For a rustic wooden shelf displays flowers, blah blah blah, red roses. Free hand. I feel a hand brush against mine. Pull my hand away quickly and glance at the person. Oh, fancy seeing you here. The man from the park beams upon seeing me and gives me a smile before pulling the rose out. I didn't know you shopped here too. I don't. He said he startled by his presence. The man gestures to me with a finger over his lips. Shh, it's a small shop and there's no need to raise your voice. His comment rubs me the wrong way, but I try to compose myself. Did he follow me here? I whisper harshly, unsure if crossing paths with him again was pure coincidence or if I needed to worry about him after all. What? Of course not. He looks a little hurt by my accusation. I come here almost every day, you know. That's a bit of a relief. He fumbles around with the rose in his hand and his eyes stay shyly focused on the ground. I love flowers. This little shop is the only one nearby, so I come here a lot to see what new bouquets they have made, and if they have any on sale. I'll admit that sometimes I get a glimpse of you through the windows of the diner that you work at, and lately I've been meaning to walk in and finally say hi, but I lose my nerves and stay out. I guess that's not too bad. I'm going to flip back and forth and there's no ... This time it will be a good answer, next time it will be a bad answer. Well, nice and mean. Maybe I am overreacting. I guess that's understandable. I mutter, it's difficult for me to notice people when I'm walking the same path almost every day like a mindless robot. I guess that I can't really judge him for my lack of awareness. Look, I have to get going, I say, breaking the silence between the two of us. He clears his throat to muster up his courage as he steps closer, hesitates on the question for a brief moment, and then finally speaks. I know you have no interest in me, and I get that, but can I at least see you again? Not on a date or anything, but just to hang out. It feels though we got off to a bad start. Why? I don't even know your name. My name? It's a joke, really. I much prefer if you made a nickname for me. The smile on his face fades into a slight glimpse before his gaze drifts off to the side. I don't really like my name, honestly. I'd rather be called something else, like a nickname or something. He must have a really horrible name or really horrible parents that he wants to dissociate with. Taking this moment, I figure there's no real harm in making a nickname for him. After all, it'll be easier for me to remember. Well, how about we're gonna call him Rose again. How about Rose? He seemed pleased with what I came up with, despite how silly or tacky it might have been. Yeah, that's much better. Honestly, thank you. I look outside the window and see that the sun is getting low in the sky. Well, it's getting dark. I had better get going home. It was nice to meet you, Rose. I turn to leave the shop. Hey, wait! Rose calls out to me. I see him smiling sheepishly. Can I at least walk you home? No, I'll be fine. His sort of slouch and his smile faded, but only a little. He snaps his finger to feign disappointment. Aw, dang. Rejected twice in one day. Today hasn't been that kind to me. How about we hang out tomorrow? I smile and shake my head before putting the rose back where it came from. I work all this week, so I don't really have time for anything. Well, how about I stop by your work tomorrow? You do take breaks, right? I nodded, and leaving the flowers where they were, we walked out of the shop together. Yeah, it's that crusty Ma Pa diner. It's not that busy most days. If you just want to stop by and chat for a bit, you can. Honestly, the thought of having someone to casually be around sounded nice, but I didn't want to give him the wrong message. But just a fair warning, I won't be able to talk much if you're not buying anything to eat or drink. I'll bring a few bucks then. Anything worth getting food poisoning from? I chuckle as he smiles wearily. Wildly? I never know how to say that word. The milkshakes are the best I've had for a long time. I'll take your word for it. He looks over my shoulder to see that the shadows of the trees and buildings are getting longer. Well, you better hurry, it's getting dark. He nodded before turning around and taking his leave. He looks over his shoulder, smiles, and waves as he saunters farther down the road, up the opposite of my apartment. I watch him walk down the sidewalk for a moment before going my own way. Everything was quiet at my apartment aside from the rummaging of my roommate's study partner, blah blah blah. She has sex. And they naked. Naked and out in public rooms. Let's see. Spread out like a star, letting out long groan, blah blah blah. I stare up at the ceiling. What a day! We got some quiet time, we made a new friend, and everything's going well, but I'm tired, so let's go to bed. And that is day 1. On to day 2. Ah yes, so how was everything with Rose? Don't answer that. Time to get up and face another day. Blag. Roll over, tired, sleep deprived. Wanna take a minute. That's a mess. Let's see, anything needs to click. Dirty clothes. Windows open. Books. Clock. It's Sunday. It's actually Tuesday. Okay, so we're gonna race out and see what Lucy is up to.
Hey, looks like someone's in a hurry.
Yeah, no thanks to you, Lucy. I put as I snatched my keys from the counter, glaring over towards my roommate, who had the nerve to look confused. Why didn't you wake me up? My dead beautiful roommate tensed up a little, looking both offended and startled with my sudden outburst. Good. Dude, I heard you rummaging around earlier. Don't pin your lazy ass on me. She tries to explain, but even her excuses have any... Not even her excuses have any effort. Jeez, I cannot read today. That fucking bum. I then shake my head, focusing back on my predicament. No, I wasn't rummaging around earlier. I just barely woke up. You know I have work at 7 and you let me sleep in until 9? What kind of shit were you and your fuck toy snorting up last night, Lucy? My roommate instantly takes offense to this, flashing me the most glorious of words before storming off to their room. You know what? Fuck you. I am not your keeper and you are not my fucking dad. And I told you not to call me Lucy.
I told you
oh.
not to call me Lucy.
Yep. Once my roommate slammed her door shut, I simply scoff and make my way out the door. With any luck, she'll be gone when I get back. Maybe I'll find a more tolerable roommate then. I hustled down the stairs and out the apartment building, but after running into Lucy, I slow my pace. I don't like that job anyway. If I get fired, fine. The day is already shitty, so why not just pile it on? It's a Sunday. There's usually hardly any customers. Blah blah blah. I swear she's carrying more coffee every time. Okay, yeah, we know.
There you are. Where have you been? I've been covering your shift for the past 45 minutes without the boss even knowing you're not here.
TK is gently putting the stuff in the sink because we are late! Late, I tell you! Don't get why you're making such a fuss. We're pretty much there on Sundays, but we're not. We're all occupied by old people. So many old people. Breakfast crowd is a nightmare. T-bone steak for breakfast. Not even breakfast steak and egg. An extra T-bone. Wow. Entitled boomers. And here we are. Who sells cereal at a diner? I just want to know that. Is it a bowl of croutons, perhaps? Let's see. Blah blah blah. Mr. Table. Toss cereal on me again. Blah blah blah. Get out there fast. Don't think I missed any. Voice chimes in. It's you! Hey little stranger. I didn't want to give him this. Oh yeah, I forgot that was a mean one. Oops! Crossing my arms. Uncomfortable for him anyways. He shifts a little in his seat. I just thought I might visit you at work to make the day a little easier for you. How thick are you? I said wait for me to call, not harass me at work. I know, but you could use a break, right? I'm sure your friend wouldn't mind. Look, I'm too busy right now, okay? He once again looked away and shook his head. I'll get going. Sorry. Oh, the little paper crane. I watched him get up from the booth and make his way out the dino, not even making eye contact or saying a word as he leaves. Heading back into the kitchen area, I noticed that TK was looking at me with an intrigued look. What was up with that guy? Your table service that bad? Nah, it was someone who's been pestering me to go out with him. I'm just a little too flustered to deal with him right now. I noticed a slight shift in their expression that they tried to cover up. I've kind of known they've had a thing for me. After a moment of silence, I tug my apron off and hang it off. I'm gonna take my break. Digging around my pockets, I pull out a $5 bill. Lunchtime! I'm paying, I'm a customer. Fair point, blah 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 blah. We all know this stuff. Take a seat. Can I ... TK? Just then, TK shows up, placing a sandwich, a small bowl of today's soup special, and a drink in front of me before taking a seat. Hey now, I didn't order this much, I complained, though I'm not really against the extra servings. I know, but I figured I'd get you a little something extra anyway. I don't say anything, leaving my soup untouched. I can, and he's not happy, look at that look. TK frowns at the awkward silence. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and get back to work. Bye. They say walking away without looking back. Guess I won't be gaining any more favors from them today. That's okay, there's always tomorrow. Ugh, what a day. For a Sunday, it's fucking busy. Here I was hoping for a laid-back day. I can't wait to get home and just keel over. Each step is just as agonizing as the last, and the pounding headache certainly isn't helping me. Maybe I'm irritated or just so self-aware of my surroundings, but I swear it feels like someone's eyes are on me. Ugh, home sweet home. I'm surprised my feet didn't fall off while making my way here. Reaching into my pocket, I pull out my keys, knowing full well that Lucy always locks up each time I leave. Don't see why, though. There you are! Jesus, what the hell? You can't sneak up on me like that! The old man unapologetically crosses his arms as he continues. Why would you be surprised?
Today's the deadline for the other half of your rent.
Judging by his expressions, he's having an exhausting day too. Fine, I'll talk to Lucy about it. Again. I remember as I finally find the key to the door and try to get inside to avoid another lecture. Actually, I'd prefer if I came inside to talk to her about it right now. It wasn't a request. Alright, come on in. There goes my peace and quiet. Opening the door allowed the landlord to come in first, He's already scanning the area of our living space, probably to look for any damage or mess that he could charge us extra for. There was an unsettling silence between the both of us as he continues to look around the place.
She's not here, is she?
I guess not. Lucy is naturally loud, and when she's not, she's smoking things in here that would get us kicked out in a heartbeat. Thankfully, we normally blame it on scented candles. The older man groans and pinches the bridge of his nose. I can't keep doing this. You certainly can't keep up with their end of the rent. Listen, you're clearly the more responsible one. She's broken her agreement one too many times. She has to go. Oh, I can ... him. The landlord raises his eyebrow, impatiently waiting for my answer. You are aware that I do have other things to do today, right? I have several other appointments to attend to, and I have to have your file cleared by morning, so I need you to make a decision soon. I still don't say anything. My anxiety is building up at this point. Look, you can't keep covering for her like this, and what if you can't find another job? On one hand, Lucy's been laid back since we met and hasn't done anything to contribute towards the rent. Replacing her would lift a weight off my shoulder. On the other hand, if I do kick her out, who am I going to get to take her place? I hardly know anybody else here. It would be awkward to ask total strangers to move in with me. Not to mention, life is already hectic at home, so having one of my family members would bring chaos to this place. Who the hell am I going to get as my new roommate? I need to get back to work. Just have her come by my office if you see her again. He immediately begins to make his way out. His movements are much lighter than usual. I'm surprised. Then he stops, turning to look at me over his shoulder. Listen, kid. I know you mean well. It's refreshing, but you gotta realize you can only go so far when dealing with shitty people. Saying this, he resumes making his way out, closing the door behind him. This honestly surprises me, seeing his attitude change from grumpy old man to sympathetic proprietor. If I'm not mistaken, I sense he might regret putting me in a difficult position. There goes my fucking phone again. After a moment of pondering, I pull out my phone as I walk into my bedroom to make a call. I need to make a decision soon. Picking... When did he give me his number? When did that happen? With a pushover like him, I'm sure he'll take care of most things around here rather than bleed me dry. I'm sure he'll jump in my offer in a heartbeat. Yeah? I like how it gets quiet though. What the hell? Okay, what the fuck was all that about? Lucy? Lucy, you home? The landlord needs to have a word with you regarding your agreement to this place. Do nothing is the closest thing I've got. Damn, did I just get whacked in the head? That's new! Oh, this is new! What happened? My head! Dear God! My head! Who did this? What's going on? Who's there? I can't see a thing. I feel a hand running down my back as to soothe me with long, soft pets. I feel warm breath in my ear.
Don't worry. I'll take care of you.
This is new. Is that Rose's voice? I try to roll over for a better look at the bastard in my home, but everything's too dark. Only a black silhouette appears before me. What? Oh my god. Oh my god, I've never seen that one before. That's new. So continue, I guess. Can't believe I got whacked in the head. Ugh! Probably have the worst headache ever. I'm back in my room. Ugh, my head is pounding. What happened last night? Oh yeah, that's right. I wasn't alone. The one who attacked me. His voice was just like Rose. Rose, why did he do that? Why else? Because I'm a bitch. need to call Rose and talk to him. Where's my phone? Who could that be? If it's Rose, it's probably best to get this out of the way. I just need to be careful. Okay, part of me hopes it's Rose, then again another part of me doesn't. I have so many questions, but now I'm too scared to ask them. Coming! Quickly making my way towards the door, I take in a deep breath and look through the peephole. Oh! So, sorry about that. I thought you were someone else. Paranoid enough not to answer the door, huh? Sorry. The landlord doesn't seem to acknowledge the apology as he crosses his arms and continues. I just came by to ask if you've seen Lucy today. She said something about needing some advice, but I didn't have the time to talk to her at that moment. No, actually, I kinda just went into my room for the rest of the day after seeing you. You mean she's not here now? You sure? I mean, you can come in and check. Normally she's passed out on the sofa after a hangover. Saying this, I look over to the couch, but there is no Lucy. The older man makes his way in, walking over straight to Lucy's room and giving a phone pounding against the door. Lulu, up and at 'em, we need to talk. There is no answer, no yelling, no usual grumbling or throwing anything at the door in response. Damn it. He huffs, juggling the doorknob for a moment as a warning before opening the door. It's tiny in here. She's not home yet? You sure she's normally back by now? He asks, walking in, starting to look over the papers scattered all over the place. Yes, he usually makes coffee for the both of us. I see. Does he keep her phone on her often? She's never without it. Good. I'll check my Rolodex, see if I can get a hold of her. Saying this, the landlord walks out of Lucy's room, closing the door behind me once I'm out as well. Seems I might need to give her a few hints in job searching as well. He says, mainly to himself. Excuse me. Why? All those papers? They're job applications, dating back to 4 months ago. There's a pang of guilt in my gut as he says this. I mistreated Lucy so bad lately. She wasn't making half-assed excuses about not getting any callbacks after all. Anyway, I'll give her a call. If she doesn't pick up, let's just pray she comes by later. I might have an opening for her. Saying this, the landlord takes his leave. I stand there for a moment, biting my bottom lip and entertaining the idea of calling Lucy as well to apologize. Then again, she probably wouldn't like the fact that the landlord and I have been in her room. Anyway, I'd better wash up and head out. Hey, this is new too! And here we are, looking down the barrel of another minimum wage, possibly expired, of lower than minimum wage, possibly expired food, and obnoxious customers. At least I won't be here for long today. I'd better hurry and clock in. Hey Mika, I texted you earlier. You did? Pulling out my phone from my back pocket, I turn it on to check my messages. Weird, I'm not seeing anything from you. Well, I did, and you... Oh, fuck. Break-in? Who?
Not sure yet. The kitchen is a wreck though. The back door is completely busted in, all the cooking equipment is banged up, and the boss's office is completely ruined.
Jesus, was anything stolen? I don't know. Then it is just hollowed. Hollow is heard in the back kitchen area. Can't make out what's being said, but suddenly an officer quickly makes his way out of the kitchen, radioing for an ambulance. He looks completely distraught. As soon as he makes the call, he turns his attention to us and asks us to wait outside. Why? What's going on? An officer doesn't say anything at first, still looking as though he's trying to process what he saw. Please, we found the body locked in the freezer. He finally manages to explain. I need you to wait outside, okay? TK's shoulders drop upon hearing this. A what? Wait outside, please, is all he mutters. He doesn't seem to have the energy to repeat himself. There was still silence between PK and me, even with the cars driving by, people walking around us, and the wailing of sirens in the distance. Everything seemed so quiet. Christ, now I feel bad for wanting more excitement. You and me both. You don't think we're gonna be suspects, do you? Best to wait out here until they call us back in. We don't even have security cameras in the place, so it could be anyone.
There you are.
Blah, blah, blah. Young Lloyd's sick. Blame this on you. Talk, he says with confusion. Why? What did I do? I hesitate to say with TK there, biting my bottom lip. I take Rose by the sleeve of his suit and look over towards my coworker. Can we have a minute? This is kind of personal. I can see the glint of joy in their eyes upon assuming there is something wrong between Rose and me. Yeah, sure. You two go ahead. I'll let you know if they call us in for questioning. Still talking on the show, I guide Rose across the street and into a nearby alley. Finally letting go and glaring at him. You knocked me out last night. Why? Rose looks surprised at this, not knowing how to respond at first, as he tries to mouth out some kind of excuse. Me? I didn't knock you out. I was back at my place after I left the dino yesterday. I swear on my mom's grave, if she was dead. Sure would be nice if she was. And cross my eyes, showing that I am not buying this bullshit excuse. I'm not an idiot, Rose. You knocked me out when the whole place went black, and I am not happy about it. Doesn't attempt to lie any farther. Sorry, I don't want you freaking out. I thought I was there, so I panicked. And you just so happy to carry chloroform with you when you come over? Yes. We're done. I say bluntly, not even looking into his eyes as I stone past him. Wait! He nearly goes out as he grabs onto my arm, pulling me back and gripping both my shoulders. Let go of me! I yell, trying to pull away from this psychopath. You don't get it. I can't. I haven't been paying attention to what's been... Haven't you been paying attention to what's been going on? Haven't you... Can't you pick up the slightest of hints that I'm meant to be with you? What are you talking about? Rose's grip on me loosens, his expression gentle as he cups my cheek. Oh, Mika, I love you, but you're not very bright. Oh, that is so true. Fucking excuse me? Think about it, the moment we met at the park, those times I saw you at the dino, how you would always leave your window closed no matter how many times I've opened it at night. Your perfectly sized closet. You were stalking me? You blame me? You're the one who's always on my mind, the one who makes my heart beat out of my chest each time I see you, smell you, creep. Truth is, I'm mad with love. And need to fill you inside and out, blah blah blah. We all know this spiel. What? Oh, Mika, don't you get it? I'm opening my heart to you, being forward, I'm being honest. Trust matters in a relationship, and I'm tired of keeping things from you. Rose steps closer, his hands resting on the wall behind me. I love you the moment I saw you. At the dino, I wanted nothing more than to still me and fuck you right in front of everyone. Yes, I know. Study patterns. Blah, blah, blah. Leans closer, a dark glint. You're upset with me now for last night too, but you'll get over it. They always get over it. Oh yes, the tongue.
God, I could fuck you against this wall right now.
I always forget about this. Let's run for it. I've heard enough. Quickly I duck under his arm and try to sprint out. Maybe I can catch some attention and he'll leave me alone. Suddenly, I feel a tight grip around my neck. I can't scream out for help as I feel him yank me back into the alley. And then... Ooh, new scene, I think. It's time to go home, darling. And that is the end of day 3. Unfortunately, I cannot post day 4 right now, but I am going to film it and I will post it when I'm done. When I'm done, Jesus Christ. I will post it when we're allowed to post it. For the moment, not yet. They are just now starting work on day 5. So we'll have to see where it goes. Anyway, thank you all for watching. And if you enjoyed the video and would like to see more, please leave a like and subscribe. And if you want to, leave a comment. I am always taking requests. So yeah. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. So, good night!